YouTube.
What's up, y'all? We are back again. We have a topic to discuss today, but you guys have to stay tuned until the end because we are going to be announcing the winner of our giveaway.
Yup. So
and we're going to pick it right on screen, okay?
All right. So what are we going to be talking about today?
We are going to talk about how the Jehovah's Witness organization really affects families. That's
going to be a good one. So I guess we'll get right into it.
Let's go. Side note, per special request, Goodfella is back in the back, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so we could get started. Go ahead, babe.
All right, so I guess this conversation for this idea came talking to my cousin a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because we're like the two out of the family that left and woke up.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's one other cousin that's like a third or something cousin, but we don't keep in touch. But this happened because she just gave me a lot of the reminders on stuff that, you know, how you wake up and a lot of stuff that happened was so normal, you just push it to the back of your mind until you hear about it again. You like, wait a minute. Like, you just start to realize all the bizarre things that happen in this organization and the stuff that's like, I guess, real unnecessary.
Yeah, you do get reminders because even us, we recently joined like an extra Jehovah's Witness Facebook group, and even seeing some of the people talking in there, like, it reminded me how crazy it is, like, being in it. I guess whenever you hear it again, you're just like, wow, I forgot that happened. And it like triggers different parts of you because you're like, that is crazy. Like, that really happened. Like, people really treat you like this based off of what?
Off of nothing.
Yeah.
Especially with the rules changing so much, especially lately. Whew. It's like, so all that was for nothing, and we think of it that way, like, all right, so this was all for nothing, and they so brainwashed. It's like, new light. They so focused on new light, they don't realize you've been getting bogus light forever.
Yeah. God is giving us more blah, blah, blah. Or, he just cares about us so much. Like, this is care?
Come on now.
Care to you?
God getting the answers wrong? Like, I don't know, but I wanted to, I guess, go over some of the ways that I could speak personally how it affected family. Like, all right, so this family member, my uncle had sent my cousin, you know, the update. Of course, a lot of us got the stupid updates. And he sent the wow emoji, like, and
mind blown.
Yeah, mind blown. Mind you, this cousin has been disfellowship forever, moved on with her life, and she was pissed.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about these witnesses. They feel like sending these new updates are going to cheer people up to come running back.
No.
It's doing the exact opposite. It's reminding us why we don't want nothing to do with this stuff no more.
And how culty it is. And it makes you mad all over again because you also end up seeing how your family members are so deeply brainwashed, and it's like, you don't see like the hypocrisy in this. Like, this didn't make me happy. This is annoying. Like, this actually made me mad.
It is, for real.
You think you made my day, you ruined it, okay?
For real with this mess right here. But I remember her bringing out the first time she got in trouble. She was like a teenager and had to have a meeting with these weird elders and stuff.
Yeah.
And bringing up stuff like this. And now that I'm older, I look at all the times where, all right, every Monday we would have family day at my grandparents' house. My grandmother was a pioneer up until she had got sick. My granddad, an elder to this day. My cousin, she couldn't come while she was disfellowshipped. And of course, certain family members won't speak to her. Now, that's the thing. Her sister was disfellowshipped for an amount of time, couldn't come. My mom was disfellowshipped, but my mom was able to cook when it was turns for me and my sister to be responsible for cooking. My mom would cook the food for it, or the next day, my mom would be over there to bring food or to my grandparents or take my grandmother to the doctor's appointments. So it's so bogus with these rules, and it's so hit and miss.
Yeah.
And it's like, all for what? We could have all been in the same vicinities all the time.
Yeah.
But because of these stupid rules, like, it destroys families.
Yes. I've seen a whole bunch of experiences that are similar to that too, where it'll be like, there'll be a bunch of kids, and the believing parent will get sick, but in the end it's the disfellowshipped kid that ends up, or the kid that decided like they don't want anything to do with this religion, that ends up taking care of the believing parent. You know what I mean? So now all of a sudden that you're sick, and now all of a sudden that this stuff is happening to you and you need somebody, now it doesn't matter that I'm disfellowshipped, or now it doesn't matter that my beliefs don't align with yours. You know what I mean? But that whole time while you weren't talking to me, I'm just supposed to forget about it. Yep,
and that's what a lot of people are feeling right now, these disfellowship people. Even my cousin, it's like, all right, y'all sent me this for what? Like, what is this supposed to fix?
You think it's going to change something? Like, all you're saying is now you can say hello.
Well, in reality, you wanted to say hello the whole time, but somebody had to give you permission to do it. And now the fact that you are doing it now shows that you're not doing it on your own initiative. You had to let somebody else say, now you go over there and speak. So you're not even really doing it off of your own, you know, heart. Your own heart.
And it's, I would feel like deeply disrespected too, because it's like it literally took somebody to tell you that you can treat me like a human.
Something that simple.
Something that as simple as doing a greeting, and even then they're still saying like you can greet them, but basically they're saying keep it short. They're not saying to go and associate with them even outside of the Kingdom Hall. They're still not saying that, because they're saying invite them to the Kingdom Hall, and you can give them a greeting at the Kingdom Hall. So everything is like watched over at the Kingdom Hall, okay? Or you can talk to them on the basis of giving them an invitation. So everything is still circled around the organization.
They basically peeled the skin off the onion. Like they didn't get rid of the whole onion. It's just, oh, let's do this. And we still gonna control. And
let's not forget what the Watchtower lawyer had to say during the Royal Commission about disfellowshipping and about how, you know, normal family relations can still continue. I feel like we need to insert the clip, because I think people forget about this. Let's insert the clip.
The disfellowship person is not completely shunned. The disfellowship person is able to come into the congregation, to the congregation meetings. They're able to attend in the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. They're able to sit wherever they like. They can sing the spiritual songs with the congregation. As far as their family members are concerned, normal family relations continue with the exception of spiritual fellowship. And the door's not closed to Mr. Well either. The person who is disfellowshipped can, after a period of time, ask to be reinstated in the congregation, because that's the purpose of the discipline.
That was bogus right there.
Wasn't it? I just feel like every time a Jehovah's Witness family members text somebody on the outside, we should just respond with that clip. Like, did you know that this is what they say? And apparently this lawyer guy is also an elder. I'm not sure if that's true. It's unconfirmed, but somebody can probably confirm it for us.
And the fact that he acted like he don't know the rules.
Please, you know, family affairs do not continue like normal. They're saying that basically you're just done with spiritual affairs, which also doesn't make any sense, because if you're supposed to be a Christian and somebody who believes the Bible and is supposed to be like so aligned spiritually, then it doesn't matter what other people's beliefs are. Wouldn't you want to be there to like encourage them?
And they make it seem like this, it's only for spiritual, as if everything about being a Jehovah's Witness doesn't rely on your spirituality. Even the clothes you pick on, the music you listen to on the way to the Kingdom Hall, every aspect of your life has to do with your spirituality.
It's just completely, completely revolved around everything, and it's your whole life is revolved around the organization whenever you're in it. And they were just asking simple questions like, why does shunning have to happen? That's the question that everybody has. Like, why does that have to happen in order to be a part of this organization or to leave?
And they try to paint the picture. It was in another clip when they were asking that, and he kept saying, well, we're not shunning. The person decides to shun the organization by leaving. As in the main question they dodge is, why can't people just say, I don't believe in this, I don't want to do it, but still be able to have their family?
Exactly. They know why, because it's complete mind control, and that's why they do it. That's how they're able to retain their members, you know, because there are so many people that are in the organization right now who don't actually believe what they're going to the Sunday meetings for. Like, they don't believe in it, you know?
Yeah.
They go so that they can continue their family affairs and continue to have their friends and not get shunned, you know?
That's
it takes
a
a
fact.
lot to be able to leave and just, you know, take the consequences that come with it.
That's facts.
Yeah.
We pointed that out with our cult video. One of the main things when you're in a cult is it's hard to leave.
Yeah.
You can't just up and leave without some type of consequences.
Right, and some people have it way worse than others, to where they're still having to live with their parents who are Jehovah's Witnesses. So
Yep, or
they're
spouse.
or spouse,
kids.
their kids, and then once they do leave, like even their own kids, their own offspring
Will never
shun
speak
them.
to them. And I like how he twisted it in that video to say, but all they have to do is come back.
Yeah.
What if the person understands this is a cult?
Yeah.
Why am I coming back?
Right.
They know that.
Right.
But they make it seem to the members that it's all so easy. If it's such a hard time, that's all you got to do to fix it.
All you have to do is come back and you can be reinstated. What if they don't want to?
And we all know when you get reinstated, you're not looked at the same. You're
Yeah.
looked at as a felon now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's different levels of spirituality in that organization of their version of spirituality.
Right.
Okay. But different levels, you get shunned at different levels. So like, even if you're not doing enough, like within the order, you're going to be invited to less things, you know, from
Yep.
people who are considered to be your friends.
Right.
But if they're not seeing you all the time, they're like, oh, something must be up with them. So they do a soft shunning at different levels.
They
you know?
do. You know something else I just remembered?
Huh.
They say Jehovah wipes the slate clean.
No.
But,
Maybe
all right.
Jehovah, but not
Right, but not them.
yeah, not the people.
But the fact that you come back and have to earn your stripes back.
yeah,
Why is that the thing? If everything was wiped clean, Jehovah
Right.
forgives you, but somehow we got to have somebody study with you. You're spiritually weak now.
Yeah.
You know, you can't come back and be an elder again off the rip, or a servant, or a pioneer. You got to climb your way back up to the top and prove that you're worthy. And then if you get in trouble again, they're going to bring up the last time you got in trouble.
yeah. And the only way that you can really climb your way to the top is if you kiss ass.
That's it.
It's the truth.
Yeah, I think with bringing this all in, one common thing that a lot of families have is you would think like in a normal family, everybody is able to be themselves and be accepted as themselves.
Yeah.
And just be a family. But especially once you have, you know, witnesses as family members, everybody has to put on this mask of who they are with
Yes.
the people you should be the most comfortable with.
Yes. And especially whenever it's your family. Like, you grew up with these people, so they should know you like inside and out, because they've seen you grow, they've seen you as a kid, they've seen you grow into your teenage years, like all of that. So
Yeah.
you would think that these people, you know you the best. So the fact that they're able to just cut ties with you is crazy, you know, and you
Yeah.
feel like you can never truly be yourself.
No, you can't. I remember the last time we went to my aunt's house that had everybody over there with my granddad and my great granddad, and at this time we were woke, but they didn't know, and just sitting around, the energy just felt so fake to
Yeah.
me, because it's like everybody's just pretending to, everybody's throwing on these smiles and just
Yes.
pretending that everything is what it is, but it's like everybody is concealing who they really are.
Yes.
And especially with family members that have been disfellowshipped multiple times and came back, it's like you are forcing yourself to come back and not be who you want to be, because you keep getting in trouble for the same thing
Yep.
over and over, because that's what you really want to do.
Yeah.
But we judge each other so much as Jehovah's Witnesses that we can't just sit there and unloosen our ties and just
Be
relax.
you. Yeah.
Yep.
And there was always somebody like within the organization or within the family that had that kind of energy where you just felt comfortable around them.
Yep.
So like around that person, you can relax and feel like you can be you, and you're not going to be judged one way or another when it comes to like your spirituality and things like that.
Yeah.
Because that person just looks at you as a human and who you are.
Yeah.
You know, but then once you get around everybody else who is also trying to fake the funk and be somebody that they're not, it just creates a very uncomfortable environment, because
Yeah.
you can feel when somebody is not truly being them. Like, they're awkward, you know, like,
Yeah, the energy, you can just feel that something is
yes,
not right with
it's
it.
tense because they're not
Yeah.
comfortable within themselves. You know, just imagine like somebody forcing you to wear like a Winnie the Pooh costume outside or something.
Right.
You know, like you don't feel like you, so you're not going to
have the same
have
confidence.
that energy. Or the confidence. So you're more timid and all of that. But whenever you're actually able to be yourself, it just comes with a different energy. Like you.
And that's part of waking up, because once you wake up, that's one of the many emotions you go through. It's like the shock.
Yeah.
But it's also the weight lifted off your shoulders,
it's like
because
a relief.
it's like I don't have to follow these rules that I've been questioning anyway. I get to just be myself, and that's what separates, you know, us from the people that's still in. And that, like you said, we get those reminders when these family members push these rules on us again, and it's like, you can't even be you.
No.
And that's how we kind of look at our friends or family that's still stuck in it. We feel bad because they got to continue to pretend to be somebody else.
Yeah, and you know what's more sickening? It's not even like the rules that are enforcing us so much, but the fact that so many Jehovah's Witnesses don't even know what their own organization proclaims. You know what I mean? Like, most Jehovah's Witnesses don't know that they said that in court.
They don't even know that this court happened. Like, they don't know about these cases.
No. And I think we always get like the comments whenever we're talking about rules and stuff. Like, it sounds like you guys just want to be worldly and things. No, you don't understand. If you are part of this religion and you're being told and forced that you're not allowed to talk to your childhood best friend or your own mother or any of these people that decide that they don't want to be a part of this religion, that is... Anybody can see how ridiculous that is. Like,
anybody except a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, seriously. So nobody wants to follow that rule. Like, everybody wants to be able to still talk to their friends and their family.
And seeing how they just took a layer off of that, these people got some nerve saying, well, y'all just want to... It sounds like y'all just want to do it because as soon as they give y'all permission, before they even finish the sentence, y'all that quick. Before they even can finish the sentence about the beard, y'all... that quick, because y'all was that eager to grow a beard
at the end of the week. Even the pantsuits, like everything, it doesn't matter what rule they change. Everybody is so quick to adhere to the updates, and then it's like they turn it around. They're like, oh, Jehovah is so loving and the governing body cares about us so much. And we've even heard what is it that they've been saying lately, like, oh, we think that they've been having all of these updates because that way whenever the end of the world comes, now we won't be as distinguishable. Is that not the opposite?
At some point.
That's the opposite of what the organization has been teaching all of these years.
And at some point you got to realize the end is not coming. You got to think, this has been going on. They predicted the end multiple times, which we'll cover that in another video.
Yeah.
And then every year, this could be the last memorial. This could be the last convention. And next thing you know, 5 years that went by, 10 years that went by. At some point, something in your mind got to click and go, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy how every, 2 decades, the organization is completely... You don't even recognize it. Like, it's unrecognizable to people who have left. And even within the last 5 years, it's unrecognizable than what it was, even whenever we were in it. Like, that's crazy.
It is. And it's all for what? Because at the end of the day, you look at, once you wake up, normal relationships with families. Of course, most families have, they regular family issues. But at the end of the day, if your uncle decide he want to go to a church down the street, it's no big deal. Y'all still family. But in this organization... You have to be a part of Jehovah's Witnesses for us to have a bond. For me to talk to you on the regular. For me to answer your phone calls sometimes. Other than that, I don't want nothing to do with you because you don't want to come to the Kingdom Hall. Right.
And it just feels like such a competition of like the Jehovah's Witnesses. It just feels like they're in such competition with everybody on trying to be right. You know what I mean? Like, what is the obsession with you trying to be right so bad?
Right.
You've been proven wrong so many times. Like, just be there as spiritual leadership and as a community that helps you learn more about the Bible. I'm sure more people would respect something like that versus you saying that you're the one chosen religion and you have to be a part of us in order to inherit the kingdom. Like, you guys don't know that.
But at the end of the day, if they wanted to do that, they would do that. Yeah. Because the point ain't to make people better people. The point is to find as many people to scam as possible. It's a business. And however we can get money is how we're going to get money, no matter how. We got to cut corners, no matter who we got to step on. This is the motive. if it was to help people, they would have been helping people a long time ago.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, y'all, that's the video. We just wanted to come and talk about some of the effects that this organization has on family relationships and friendships, all of that.
It does, because just thanks to my cousin bringing that up. Like, I look back at everybody that wanted to play sports. I know that's a relatable thing in family, but you can't play sports because it's not approved of.
Yeah.
Even though that's what you really want to do. Or, you know, we did a video on celebrities, the musicians and actors and actresses that had the opportunity to be a Jehovah's Witness, and they said forget that, and it destroyed family bonds, but they were able to pursue who they wanted to be. But that's something I'm sure a lot of people in the comments can relate to.
Absolutely. And once you do figure out who you are yourself, like, you're gonna choose that 10 times over. It doesn't matter how many consequences it comes with, because if you give that true part of yourself away, it's like every day you're living in misery versus, you know, being able to at least be who you are and have some of these consequences.
For sure, because you are in this soul, in this body 24/7.
Yeah.
Nobody else is in here all day but you. So why are you spending all these hours in the day to please somebody else?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Because now you are unhappy making somebody else happy, and you got to live with the unhappiness.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that there's so many people that's in the organization that are depressed. They are unhappy. And it'll be people that look like they are totally spiritually well, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you really are spiritually well, of course we have like our ups and downs, but to be in just a non-stop depression, like,
that's not normal.
No, that's not normal.
I'm glad you brought that up.
It's true.
It is.
What made me remember that is that I had a friend that we went to the halls, and like we had the same friend group, and she recently reached out to me and was like, oh, I've been binge watching your channel or whatever, and she told me about what she had been going through and how she had told her book study teacher while she was in that she was depressed, and come to find out her book study teacher was also depressed. And that is something that happens way more often than we think.
Yeah, a lot of those people, and something that I even thought of how it affects families. A lot of people in my family have mental health issues, and what me and my cousin talked about is it would trigger the rest of the family hearing this, but she even said a lot of our family has mental health problems because of this organization.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. It's a elephant in the room type of conversation, but you are being forced to do something, especially the ones that keep getting in trouble for not following the rules. You are forcing yourself to do something that doesn't align with your purpose or doesn't align with what you want to do, but you are forcing yourself 24/7, and it literally drives you insane.
No, it literally does, especially people who like deal with some kind of bipolar, or like people who are neurodiverse, like autistic people. It is very hard to stay in something that you see is wrong, you know, and you see is not being the truth. It'll continue to trigger you, because not only are people telling you that there's something wrong with you all the time, but it's like you just can't follow it,
and you can't figure out what it is that's wrong because you are denying what's right in your face. Certain things don't align, but it's okay because you living in fear. You're afraid of finding out that this is not the truth and what'll happen after. So it's okay, and you live in your life like this every day, saying it's okay while you're in panic mode. And this is what happens. Like, your mind goes completely left.
Baby, that is so true. Just think about how many people end up going through like a mental break, not just when they leave, but like being within the organization. It's just a small band-aid and a cover-up to still be able to be surrounded by your family and your friends. That's the only thing that will keep them sane, but the teachings is not what's keeping them sane.
Exactly. But that's just how it goes.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, we are at the end of our video, so we are going to choose a winner out of our little popcorn thing. Do you want to choose it?
We will. And for those who may not have seen the other videos, this is what it's for. So this is the PMO version of the Healing Journal, so you can just kind of have that.
I don't think we showed that one yet.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, this is the PMO one. So it has all the same information inside, I promise. Same information inside, okay?
Same as that one.
It just doesn't say rebuilding after a cult.
So if you need to hide while you got the book, that's the one to go. But if you're going to let them hang, you get this version.
Yes. Okay?
All right.
All right, babe. Here, you could pick it.
All right.
Now, when we pick this winner, we are going to announce it first, and then we will comment to you on that video, like underneath your comment, and we'll ask you to message us on Instagram, okay? And if you follow the rules correctly, you should be following us on Instagram,
All right, so
and we will know.
Y'all hit us up. We got one right here. Let's see, and this is at Melanie331. We'll put it on the screen.
Cool.
At MELANY331. So you get one of the free books and a $50 gift card from Awaken Truths.
Yes, we will comment to you, have you hit us up on Instagram and get all of your information. So congratulations to you.
Congrats to you. And this is just one of many. We'll probably, at our next celebration, like 6,000 subscribers, do another raffle. So
yeah,
just keep staying tuned. Y'all gotta hit us on our Instagram. Keep us updated in the comments with y'all stories or on IG, whichever works.
Yeah.
And shoot, what else they gotta do?
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, indeed. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love.